Hey, yo, this is your girl, Melanin Audacity, and thank you for tuning in to the Master Elements Podcast.
Smash the elements. 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 Smash the elements.
Welcome, everybody, back to the Master Elements Podcast. Today is Sunday, August 16th. I got my co-host, Sincere Love to God, and DJ
Peace.
And tonight we have a special guest, Left-handed, who's going to enlighten us on the sports side in this coronavirus pandemic and what's going on with that. You can catch all of us probably on across all social media platforms. Me at Melanin Audacity. Oh my God, this is some bullshit. Look, this ain't Derek.
Yeah, you gotta change your name. All you gotta do is hit the three dots on the top. Change your name real quick. Y'all can follow me at Sincere Love to God on all social media platforms. Go ahead, RP.
Follow me, DJ RP Beats, on all social media platforms.
And our special guest tonight, my brother.
Peace.
Tell them where they can find you at. Tell them where they can find you at.
Peace, man. You can find me all over the place, man. I'm on Twitter at RMDesk. That's the easiest place to find me, man. And I respond. Captain Clapback is in the building, so that's what it is.
Welcome to the show, brother. Welcome to the show, man. Good to have you.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you. It was breaking up just a little bit when you was talking. You was getting a little bit of breakage when you was talking just now. So, see what's up with that.
Okay. Yeah. Is that better?
Say something now.
That a little better?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Peace. That's a little better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Well, we're going to kick the show off, get started with our first segment for tonight. We running a little bit late tonight, but we here, though. It's all good.
We in the building.
What's the first topic for the night, Miss Melanin Audacity?
The first topic for tonight is the Kamala, Biden-Harris.
Are we doing that first?
Well, what you want to do first?
Let's get it.
We got that. We got Chris doing the coronavirus with the sports, and then I had a little blurb on Ice Cube's contract with Blk America that I think.
Contract with Blk America.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got Biden, Kamala. We got what you said, sports, and how coronavirus is affecting the sports world.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about Ice Cube's contract with Blk America.
Yes.
So let's get into it. So Biden picked Kamala Harris for VP, man. How y'all feeling? About the pick?
He's a smart man. He's very sharp.
Joe Biden?
Yeah, as far as his pick is concerned, he's able to tap into the West Indian community. He's able to tap into various communities, the Indian community, the West Indian community, the African American community. Basically, 2 days after he selected her, they raised $48 million was sent to that campaign. 2 days after he made the announcement. Smart man.
Okay. What you say, Sin?
Well, I don't know. This may be one of the few times that I don't have a comment. I'm not ready. I don't know anything about her other than what I've been seeing about her not being American, things that Trump has been bringing up. I don't know what her policy and her views are. However, I'm seeing backlash, some negative things and then positive things. So I have to actually get some research to formulate an opinion. However, I feel like it may hurt them. And that's just without having any research, because I feel like white women, I think, unfortunately, although we're fighting white supremacy, there still is an order in their mind. And right now we can't be playing games. that the white is the white man, the black man, the white woman, then the black woman. And the white women.
Say that again.
Is the white man, the black man, the white woman, and then the black woman.
That's the hierarchy?
That's how that's the white supremacist hierarchy mindset, just how it's been.
Black men are above white women?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How you figure that?
Because they're men.
How you figure that?
It's because the Me Too movement is more black men in prominent places than there are white women, right? And because of the Me Too movement feeling like women aren't regarded as highly as men, whether they're black, white, brown, or Puerto Rican.
Well,
or Haitian.
we said we wasn't going to veer off topics.
Right. But that's but
that's crazy as hell.
This is the white woman is going to feel some kind of way, and about voting for the black woman, so that a white woman should have been a president before a black woman would have. We'll see. That's just how I feel. I don't agree with her. I think it's.
They're marketing her not as a black woman.
Good, because y'all already know where I'm at with that.
They're marketing her as a Indian or a West Indian woman.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Every single picture, every picture that they put out with her, she's standing right next to a black person. They trying to play up her blackness as much as possible. They trying to be, this is going to be the first black. And mind you, she wasn't never saying black until she decided to run for president. Before that, what you were saying is true. Before that, she was always the first Indian American prosecutor over here. She was the first Asian American, this, that, or third over here. But it was never black until it was time for the White House. You know what I mean? But now they trying to blacken it up as much as possible. How you feel, Lefty?
Yo, I feel like they are, trying to gas up her Indian side a little bit more, because that's what I heard. I've heard her introduced as that. You know what I mean? And I think that, yeah. And again, we know what it is. I think that right now, at this point in the game, it's like anybody who could beat this dude, let's get him. But again, Joe Biden, is he that guy? I don't know. And his pick, Kamala Harris, she has a history, so it's gonna be hard to kind of convince us to be like big gung ho about her, because she comes from a past of throwing us in jail and putting us under the jail.
Right.
So and not just putting niggas in jail. Not just putting niggas in jail, but being involved in corruption and all this type of shit. Withholding evidence, being involved in all type, innocent people being locked up. Innocent people being locked up under her watch. So it's not like, we caping for the criminals. It's not like we caping for the dudes that's out here actually that deserve to be locked up. We talking about innocent people that was locked up under her watch that she fought tooth and nail to keep in prison. Who was innocent when she knew they was innocent, when there was evidence and all of that she withheld. So Kamala Harris.
What are we doing with?
Again, I in my heart, my gut right now is saying that we played ourselves, or Biden played us, or whoever played us. He got pressure and things of that nature. Our goal was to remove Trump, and he needed to pick the best candidate that would help that goal. And then once he was in there, then we can hold him to the super fire, and then go after him in a way like, oh no, you said blah, 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 and like really hold him to the fire. But for me, all that other stuff everybody's talking about is secondary. The primary top-notch goal is to unseat Donald Trump.
That's crazy though. That's crazy. If she has a worse record than Donald Trump, when she was in position of power, she was carrying out policies against black people. She was attacking black people.
I understand what you're saying. I said he played
Donald Trump didn't do anything specifically to target black people. Donald Trump may be a bunch of things. He is what he is.
He's been inciting race riots and race, like he's done a lot.
I'm talking about laws and policies. I'm talking about laws and policies that devastated whole communities of black people. This is what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has done. Donald Trump hasn't done that. Whenever they talk about Donald Trump's record, they're talking about what he's done to Latinos, what he's done against the LGBT people, what he's done against all these other so-called marginalized groups. When it comes to black people, we getting the same treatment we've been getting the same treatment we've been getting no matter who was the president. Nothing has changed for black people. It's just that other groups are starting to feel the heat now, and so they want black people to stand up and save everybody.
Fight their battle.
I don't mind 4 more years of Trump if this is what we got to deal with. I definitely don't want no damn Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. They're the worst. They're the worst. They're not the lesser of the two evils. Donald Trump actually is. When you really break it down, I ain't for Trump. I ain't gonna vote for Trump. You know what I'm saying? But I damn sure not gonna vote for them too.
I'll be honest, hell, Bush was better when we had Bush, and I'm sorry to say that.
That's crazy.
His ass, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about that whole situation, but my gut is saying that Trump is going to get 4 more years. So
yeah, he gonna win. Look what he doing with the post office.
Yeah, man. This dude. He's on some big dastardly stuff, man. I don't know.
Trump is a gangster.
he really is.
Well, the more he do shit like this, though, it really shows to me, it really shows how dismissive Barack Obama was toward black people. Because if Trump got the ability to do all of the shit that he's doing, Obama could have tried to do some shit for black people.
Obama was weak, yo.
He ain't even tried.
Yeah, I agree with you. He was a weakling, yo. This dude right here, he be like,
he interracial. He ain't black.
Well, he weak either way. This dude right here, he's like, look, I'm shutting down every post office. He said today, it gets done tomorrow. This dude is straight alpha energy. You understand what I'm saying? He don't like you, he shuts you down.
But he also has the support of both houses.
Get away with all this shit. How is he ever reporting our funds? How is he able to get away with all this?
I don't know.
Because Trump is a bully. And if you ever watched movies about bullies, they're typically white movies with bullies, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody in Congress is a punk or a coward, and he's the bully. Until somebody, that's right, and they do whatever he say because they scared of him. How's
exactly?
Grown man
you know what though? You know what though? You know what? You gotta think. He's got his own money. That's another thing. He don't need them. He came into the door. He said, "Look, I'm a billionaire already, so y'all can't tell me nothing."
He's not a politician. He's not a politician.
Right. I'm not a politician. You can't pay me. I could come in here and do what I want. So he got that kind of mentality.
There's supposed to be rules in place to make sure government or this democracy remains just that. And
they too much of a punk to enforce the rules.
Right. They have to enforce it. They have to enforce it.
He's a bully. And they're a bunch of cowards.
In order to enforce the rules, this is the thing. In order to enforce the rules against Trump, there's so many other people that got to go down with him.
Right.
You know, he's not, you know what I'm saying? There's so many checks and balances that he's been getting away. It's going to be like, yo, you knew about this? You knew about this? You was involved in this? There's too many people that got to go down. So they like, yo, we just got to hold our breath and ride this shit out.
Yo, his guy. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, his guy. What was that guy? Was it Mueller? One of the guys. Yeah, he just released.
William Mueller.
Yeah, he said that basically he did collude with Russia. He said everything. He said Trump did all of that. He said he stole the election. He said they did a lot of stuff behind the scenes. He straight snitched on them. He said, yo, they was messing with women. He said they were doing what they call golden showers with different women. Yo, he basically blew Trump up, yo. He blew him up.
That happened today?
This was 2 days ago. Mueller came out and basically told on him.
But ain't nothing gonna happen because the people who have the power to do something, they scared of them.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing to him.
Or they just like, I don't care what he did. We still gonna keep him. I don't know what it is about.
How can you look your constituency in the face and you know what I mean? After all of this and trying to defend this dude, then you gotta go back to your constituency who know you wrong. They know you wrong. I need to go back to them.
Crazy, yo. It's crazy, yo.
You watching the time, sis?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just too much. Again, I don't really have a comment really on the Biden Harris. So,
well, look into her background.
I mean, even if I mean, I believe you. I'm not disputing it. But that just makes me feel even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I already was like, oh my God. But let's move on to Chris, left-handed.
Yeah.
What's going on in the sports world in this coronavirus, sir?
A whole lot of everything and a whole lot of nothing at the same time, which adds up to too much. You know, depending on, you know, what sport you're focusing on, basketball, they, you know, the playoffs start tomorrow. So they moved on. So basically the teams who've been eliminated already, they get to go home. They're out of the bubble.
Does Portland make it?
Portland plays the Lakers. They start Tuesday night.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they start Tuesday night. So yeah, as far as the coronavirus and things of that nature, now they're even starting to try to trickle families into the bubble now, because now it's, you know, it's less people. So now they're trying to trickle families in there. Because we was like, that's why LeBron and them was playing like garbage, because, you know, they ain't got their family with them and, you know, that situation. But depending on what sports you look at, as far as baseball is doing it. Can I say this? Baseball is doing it ass backwards. Okay. They don't have a bubble. They have, you know, the best thing they could do is have all the teams that play in the East kind of stay in their travel area, the same thing in the Central and the same thing out West. But a team like the St. Louis Cardinals, they haven't played a game since July 29th because they have a COVID-19 cluster within the organization. Okay? They've had, games scheduled against like Cincinnati, Milwaukee, they've been canceled. The Pittsburgh Pirates whole series have been canceled because of somebody coming down either on the team, on the staff, or the coaches coming down with the COVID-19. So that leaves them in a situation where this season is supposed to be played and finished in 66 days. There are 44 days left in the season, and the Cardinals have 55 games to play. So
that's impossible. That's impossible, right, to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of doubleheaders. But yeah, they're dealing with it in their own different way. Hockey, they got a bubble. They reported no coronavirus cases in the last 2 weeks. So the bubble is apparently working. Okay, because the NBA likes to pride itself on no COVID-19 cases, recently, and soccer, the WNBA, they're all in bubbles. Okay. So the bubble is definitely working.
How does the bubble work?
So they say they stay there. They stay there. Nobody really comes in or out.
They lock down. They stay in a particular area. Like they got, for example, you stay in a hotel. Okay, you're kind of like quarantined in that area. You can't leave. Okay. You can't. Nobody can come in. You know what I mean? To less people as possible, unless you're directly affected, with the team.
Okay. So they're away from their family, or are their whole families there too?
No.
And I don't mean the entire family. I mean their household family, like wife, kids.
Nobody's there right now.
Nah, they're like the wife, kid. Nah.
Wow.
No. Nah, they kept that separate. So that's why players were getting frustrated. You know what I mean? Yeah. And again, at the end of the day, they had to work that out. And I think right now, as we speak, being that the playoffs are starting tomorrow, and there are less teams now, they're basically approximately 16 teams now. Okay. And their families are starting to be slowly but surely invited into the bubble. Okay. That's how we're working as of right now, as far as the coronavirus thing. But it's definitely affecting every sport in all types of ways. And they're dealing with it in different types of ways. And people are asking, how come it's so easy for an athlete to get a COVID-19 test when a person like myself or yourself can't get one? or
Speak on it.
2 or 3 weeks to get the results. When they get this instantaneously.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
You know what I mean?
A lot of that shit don't add. A lot of that shit don't add up. A lot of that shit don't add up. You know, y'all 100% COVID free.
It don't add up.
300 and something people. Everybody's just COVID free, huh?
Wow, I didn't know they had it where the test results is instantaneous. That I didn't know that.
Yeah, they get the test results back. Talking about, are you thinking of the play?
They give reports before all the games. Hey, everybody's COVID free.
Yeah.
Wow.
They test. That's why somewhere in baseball, Sin, and Beats, somebody's gonna pop positive because of the will and travel that they're doing. They're allowing them to go on planes and be in different hotels and things of that nature. So somebody somewhere is gonna pop positive. You know what I mean? So it's real different right now. But I'm glad to say sports is back. I'm even getting back into the flow, RP. I gotta do.
But how the games look? I saw them fake ass people in the stands.
Yeah. Listen. Hey, listen. This country is not built on originality. Shout out to the Japanese and the Koreans. They had to cut out the cardboard cutouts first. They had the cardboard cutouts and everything. You know what I mean? But back on the serious note, they're allowing fans back into their games in the Korean baseball league, but they're doing social distancing. Okay. But they're allowing the people back in the game. But they were ahead of the curve. They put the cardboard cutout. Somebody coming to the game.
Look, and I saw one news report in the ball. I guess it was baseball, and the ball busted him in the head. Hit the cardboard. Hit the cardboard.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So the coronavirus it's definitely made things different. But now that we're kind of into a regular flow. Now let me ask you guys this, especially you, Melanin. Is this kind of like? Is it kind of a bad thing, sort of, that sports is coming back to kind of take away from, all the momentum from the social unrest and the social, the protests going on? Are we going to pay less attention to that and more attention to sports?
Yeah, it's a distraction. It's another distraction. And I personally...
Or sincere? Did you directed that to me?
Said Melanin Audacity.
Oh yeah. So because I thought that whole going back was crazy. I don't care if they never shoot a basketball, pop a baseball, hit a hockey puck. Not until this is over. So that's how I feel about it. Like they risking their lives. I feel like that's crazy. But
not that important.
What people do for money, what people will do for money.
I mean, we in the gym playing ball for free. We ain't getting paid.
Yeah. I mean, but again, man,
you gotta live your life.
This pandemic has definitely shed a different light on things, man. It's made everything, people react different. It's brought out the real in a lot of people. Stuff that we knew that was underlying, that was there, now it's bubbled to the surface. You know what I mean? And
good or bad.
Yeah. So again, man, nothing's gonna be the same anymore. No, but this is all
that's a fact.
Yeah, that's all it is. Word up.
You I don't know if you want to make an adjustment, but you still are being a little choppy.
It got a little choppy just now.
Yeah. Just now. But I will look into the was that just basketball or baseball that's getting the instantaneous test, or all the sports? Is everybody getting tested every day? Okay.
Yeah, everybody get tested every day.
Okay.
The president does too.
President does too? Who?
Twice a day.
What about homeboy that snuck? He snuck a girl in there dressed as a football player? What was that?
Yeah, man. See, it's serious. It's real out here.
Yeah.
It's real out here.
Them blue balls are making do a whole bunch of stuff.
Who did that? What player was that?
Kemon Silverland. Yeah, he used to play for Seahawks, man. Kemon Silverland. What happened was, he tried to sneak a woman into the room.
I'm sorry. Left-handed. Your audio is You sounding robotic, and we're not really making out what you're saying.
It's stupid. It's just stupid stuff out here where I'm at. But yeah, you hear me now? Hear me better?
All right, you can try it again. What's the guy's name? Who you're talking about?
Kima Silverland.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Kima Silverland.
Yeah, I don't know him, but go ahead.
He played for, well, he used to play for Seattle. Nah, you don't know him. You ain't gonna worry about knowing him now.
Why they kicked him out?
They kicked him out. They cut him. They gave him the scissors. You can't do that.
Wait, so they took his job away too?
Yep.
Well, that was his job. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Like once this over, he can't play. Is that still?
He's been escorted back to the real world.
Wow. I thought he, might just be replaced by another player.
It's game, man. He thought, you know what? He saw Lou AARP. He saw Lou Williams when he went to Magic City. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. He saw Lou Williams and got an idea. And Pete Carroll ain't playing that. He ain't playing that shit.
Nah.
Oh Lord. Okay, well.
See? Now she don't want to be with him. I can guarantee you that. He lost a job.
Yeah.
They'll find out. That's how they do. That's what you get, bro. Yeah.
Better get you a rider.
I forgot to record what time we actually started with the intros and everything.
It was like quarter. We on time. It was like quarter to 10 when we actually got started.
Okay. All right.
So we could bring this one to a close.
Yeah, let me just run the Ice Cube thing because it's really quick. I know you guys might have seen or even read an article on Ice Cube's contract with Blk America.
I've seen some headlines. I didn't read the contract.
Yeah, well, the contract is 23 pages.
Okay.
23 pages.
Okay, that's how contracts usually are. Right?
Suggest everybody download a copy because I think he has a link on his Twitter
or PDF.
And download that and kind of go through it. It's awesome. He's not playing games.
Shout out to Ice Cube, man. Ice Cube been a writer for a long time, man.
So much so that I tweeted, I replied like, yo, I want to be down. I want to help because I want to be down with this.
Speaking of that, do y'all got the We Got Ups app?
We got who?
We Got Ups.
That's the name of the joint he was talking about. We
got Ups.
So Ice Cube, I don't know if he's the owner or he's promoting it. It's a new Black-owned, 100% Black-owned social media application called We Got Ups. It kind of looks a little bit like a Facebook. It got the stories on the top and all of that stuff. Really? It's kind of fly, man. Y'all download that, make y'all profile because Facebook, they be trying to censor us a lot of times. We be saying certain things on Facebook. You get put in Facebook.
What is it saying?
It's called We Got Ups.
We got ups. Like we got X, but we got ups. But real quick, because there's no way I'm going through 23 pages or whatever the case is. However, the 23 pages calls for a complete shift in how institutions are run and operated in this country. And it extensively outlines provisions that will combat racial inequality across several areas, such as education, legislation, police reform, and a lot of other things. It establishes the foundation upon which we have to develop and apply continuous improvements to. So what he's saying is these 23 pages is a draft. And collectively, we have to come together and address all of these areas. So these 23 are going to turn into 25,000 pages, if you understand. So these are the things that he's saying. It's not the end all or be all. It's putting the idea out there about the way things can change. And then I don't know what's coming next with regard to how we can contribute to what those changes will look like. And at the end of this 25,000 page document, I'm assuming that we're going to push forward to having these changes incorporated into the way institutions are run and operated. So once I saw that, So we all have an opportunity to input, and how that is going to happen is to be determined. They're still working that out. So the 23 pages is just going to lay the foundation to give you an idea of what they're thinking to move towards. And as people start making contributions, it's going to change, it's going to grow more, etc. It's a real exciting thing. So I started watching the and go check it out too on the Breakfast Club. They interviewed him. I'm not sure what day, but this was also within the article about it. And he mentioned something about cops are gonna have to have malpractice insurance.
I saw that.
Yeah. Instead of suing the city, because we already pay the taxes that pay the cops, and then they harm us, and then we sue the city or county or whatever, and then our tax dollars got to pay that suit off. And they're like, no, because we need that money to go to these Black programs and these programs that's going to help us, not paying for the wrong cops who got paid off my tax dollars. So if you can see where I'm going with how they really thinking this through, and that this malpractice, and this, he said malpractice because I don't think it has a name yet, but just to try to put it in perspective, this malpractice insurance, once a cop, until we can, not have this behavior, they're going to have to pay for the claim that the suit is about. So that's just one of the kind of things that I just wanted
That's a great concept right there. That's a great concept as far as dealing with these police killings and this, extrajudicial killings that have been taking place. And that's actually something that Dick Gregory actually is the one that came up with that. Dick Gregory was talking about that over decades ago.
Again, it's too much to get into. We don't have the time here. I just want to, kind of talk about it a little more. Maybe you didn't think to go look into it or what it was about. So get those 23 pages downloaded and just kind of go through it and jump on board. Maybe they have a place to sign in where we can go in and contribute ideas. Maybe they're going to start having forums, having chapters in each community. I'm excited to learn even more about it. But that's all I had on the Ice Cube contract. So, and that wraps up our first episode. Sorry for the delay tonight and the mix-up. But in part two,
so you wasn't going to ask Left Hand or RP what they thought about the contract or nothing.
Oh, sorry.
You wasn't going to let them add on or nothing. We got a guest here. We got a guest here.
Yes. How you feel about that contract?
The hostess with the mostest.
Yes. Around here we jump in.
I think that it's something that's been needed, and again, like Sin said, Ice Cube always been revolutionary in his words and his actions, and I think that we need to get behind it. You know what I mean? We need to really get behind it and take it seriously. It's not just a piece of paper or 23 pieces of paper.
That's right.
They're very effective, and I think that it's a line has been drawn. And we're going to see what we're going to do with this, because they have to pay attention to us. Yeah. It's not just a figure of speech no more.
That's right. That's right. And we got to stop waiting for somebody else to do things.
Absolutely.
He's giving us an opportunity. Hey, what have you been through? What happened when you was in this system? And then that's where they going to start tearing everything apart. Everything. And I'm for it. Coming with a cohesive program and cohesive wording and getting to the absolute point and speaking to what's needed. That's not so much as what's wanted, what's needed. You know what I mean? And making demands on it and putting pressure on them. That's right.
And that's the thing. That's a beautiful thing.
But then this way we have all this stuff for the next candidacy for president. It's going to take us 4 years probably to put it together or more, but we can have something done by the next time. Or while Biden's in there, as we getting them developed and pushed out. Hey, listen, I voted for you. We did it.
Biden about to have a seat. Biden about to have several seats out here.
Several seats.
What did you think, Ron? I'm sorry for.
I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like. I agree with what Des is saying as far as getting behind him, but I think that he needs to get those main figures behind him, like those athletes and those people in his circle, because that's another reason why I don't think like LeBron and these guys they shouldn't have went back and played, because at from the George Floyd situation, this is a moment for us to be heard and for us to get things signed into law and things to swing our way. So because these guys, instead of them using their power, their economic power and clout, to say, hey, we're not dribbling no more balls until we sit at the table and we get heard and we get things changed. You know what I mean? And I think that, for him, as a celebrity, as a rapper, as an actor, he's definitely going to need those names behind him, to get traction with this. And I think that those guys did a disservice by going back to play in the NBA and going back to the, program as usual, because now those people that are paying them millions and millions of dollars are going to say, hey, well, they value money more than they value the state of their own people.
They should have went back to play when Donald Sterling said what he said. They should have went back to play then. Was this turning the jerseys inside out? The hell was that? They should have went back then.
Exactly. And Kyrie Irving so eloquently put it. He said, look, we have power right now, and this is a moment that we can change things for our people. And Kyrie Irving, much respect to him, because he also said to LeBron and them, he said, we need to form our own league and step away from this. We have the following. We have the money. We could create our own situation. We don't have
crazy though.
Respect the Kyrie for that mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They say he sound crazy though, right?
Yeah, but he was right. Like, yo, we need to get things addressed.
Yeah.
I wonder why they
like,
did. Because all I see is Black Lives Matter on the court now. I think I saw some pictures with them wearing Can't Breathe shirts or Black Lives Matter shirts.
But from a law standpoint, getting things done, they're not getting nothing done. It's just back to show. Back to show. Back to
Absolutely.
And that's what Stephen A. and them was saying on SportsCenter. They were like, well, if they stay out, then the sponsors are going to lose money. These people are going to lose money. But so what? So what?
The problem is nobody don't want to be poor like how we know how to make it work. They don't want to have to do all that. They don't want to have to eat no ramen noodles.
Right. You're absolutely right. So now I got to look at you in a different light because you're going to go to the water, but you're not going to drink with me.
That's right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah, they can be like, don't get none of that on me. Don't splash none of that on me.
Hey, I'm going to wear all the shirts. I'm gonna be at all the marches. I'm going to get my picture took. I'm going to be on Instagram. But when it comes down to getting in the trenches and really making something happen to have some kind of effect,
they're not willing to make the sacrifice. Right. And that's why they're not willing to make those sacrifices to change things for their people.
Yeah, and then they'll say athletes and politics should not mix. But this is not political. This is about the survival of your
own people.
Yeah.
Right.
So I know that'll come out. Somebody's going to say that. I ain't no role model. I'm here to get money. And plus, they young. They young as dirt. Like, I mean, dirt is not young, but they're very young. A lot of these ball players are like 22, 23, and they getting millions of dollars that they knew that they would get if they made it. And now that they have it, they sneaking girls in the bubble, sneaking out to get some hot wings at Magic City and doing craziness. So I don't want them to be representing me, no way. Because a lot of them done a lot of bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with the people that's just going to stick to fighting for the agenda and let them entertain us with sports. So, and if they bout it, then be bout it all the way. Get in the water, like Chris was saying, and be bout it and risk losing your job just like the rest of us will, because we work for white people too, at Wendy's, at Walmart and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got money to live off. You could come back here and live real good. If I get fired from Walmart, living check to check, I'm ass out. So you still got an advantage. So what you got to lose, really?
No, LeBron and them ain't got nothing to lose.
They don't. So why are they not? But then they got pressure because the fans want to see him. If you know, especially LeBron and the other sports figures that are just like him within their lanes. You know, they feel like their fans want to see them, and despite the COVID, they're going to go risk their lives and their families' lives to do what? Entertain people while they're on quarantine. They better watch them old games that's coming on ESPN and be happy about that. Act like they never seen it before. I wouldn't be playing nothing in no COVID. Sorry.
Not at all.
Even if I was Jordan at the time when he was the man, I wouldn't do it. So, anything else before we close this one out? Because we have a special.
I just want to say I appreciate y'all for having me on, and no doubt, man, this is definitely a different topic that needs to be expounded on. I appreciate the look.
Yeah, no problem.
My brother, thanks for coming through, man.
You're welcome to come through for the next part 2. That'll be it for us today. We just got 2 parts today, and that was going to be a special episode.
Oh yeah.
You guys set it off. Let them know what's about to happen.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, we approached it actually today. Is the 2-year anniversary of the Master Elements album. So we are acknowledging.
Clap it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Salute.
Yes, sir. So we just showing appreciation and celebrating that, you know, and Left-handed was a part of that also.
Yeah.
And
wow, what a coincidence.
Left-hand made the album.
Yes, sir.
Made the album.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching. You can like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so that you are notified when we upload new content. Follow us all at across all social media, Melanin Audacity, Sincere Love to God, and DJ RP Beats. You guys should know this by now. This is your first video. The links of everything will be in the description box. You guys got anything else to say? Because we're about to turn up on part 2.
Peace.
That's it. Good night.
Smash the elements.